In one of the videos that we posted sometime in the past, we talked about the difference between the words, the modal auxiliary verbs will and shall. Now, today we are going to be looking at will and would, like what you have on the board, will and would. Okay, we already talked about what the modal auxiliary verb will is used for in sentences, where we talked about will as that modal auxiliary verb that is used to indicate willingness. Primarily, it is used to indicate futurity in expressions. Then, aside that, it is meant to talk about willingness. Now, if you talk about the word would primarily, like mainly, is the past tense form of will. Like in a situation where you are to make use of the word will, but that expression is expected to appear in the past tense form. Now, what you're supposed to use there is would. Okay, take for instance where you say, I will come to your house tomorrow. I will come to your house tomorrow. This is futurity. You made use of will. This is an expression made in the future tense form. But then, if you want to talk about it as something that happened before, what you have there is, I told you that I would come to your house the following day. I told you that I would. Now, would replaces will because you're now talking about that as something that happened in the past. So, understand it that would stands as the past tense form of will. That is the first thing. Now, apart from that, you make use of the word would, the modal auxiliary. You make use of would in a situation where you want to make a polite request. Of course, there are other words you can use to make requests, but it is polite when you make use of would. So, for instance, that time you say, would you mind passing me that book? Would you mind passing me the book? Now, it sounds more polite making use of would. Here, it has nothing to do with past tense. You are talking about something you want somebody to do for you. But employing would will make you sound more polite. You also use would in a situation where you want to talk about what would have been a result if a particular situation was provided, or what would have been the outcome if a situation had come in a certain way. Take for instance that time when somebody said, if you had told me about this, if you say, if you had told me about this, I will have helped you, it is wrong. Because you're trying to talk about what the result would have been if that situation was provided. So what you have there is, if you had told me about this, I would have helped. If you had told me about this, I would have helped. That is to say, if the situation had been provided that you told me about this, now this would have been the result. I would have helped. Now, this is how you use would. There are others, but this video is not going to be long. Now, let us stop it here for now and talk about the others in subsequent videos. Thank you so much.